The next stage of the US presidential election takes place today at the New Hampshire primaries. What is the New Hampshire primary and what is the likely outcome? Unlike last week's Iowa caucus, this vote is much like any other statewide vote during an election. Since 1920, New Hampshire has been the location of the first presidential primary vote, often meaning it has a large sway on the rest of the primaries. As a primary vote, party members vote for their preferred presidential candidate from a set list. Once the vote is counted, the outcome is translated into the amount of delegates that are sent to the party's national convention in the summer. These delegates, who support a particular candidate, will then be able to vote in a presidential candidate for their party. The US president is prohibited from competing in today's New Hampshire primary due to a new Democratic Party primary calendar, so his name won't appear on the ballot sheet. The Democratic National Convention, or the DNC, recently declared that the first official Democratic primary should take place in South Carolina on February 3rd. The DNC called for New Hampshire to change its primary to February 6th, but New Hampshire law dictates that its primary must take place a week before any other contest, and they refuse to change their date. The DNC has said that they will therefore not recognise any results of today's primary, meaning no Democratic candidate in New Hampshire will be granted delegates. As a result, Joe Biden is not allowed to participate in today's New Hampshire primary, although his supporters can write in that they want to vote for him. On the other hand, New Hampshire Democrats could vote for 21 other candidates, including Representative Dean Phillips of Minnesota and self-help author Marianne Williamson, with the outcome purely being a measure of the support. Donald Trump won by a large margin in the Iowa caucus, and he's likely to also win big in today's New Hampshire primary, with polling suggesting that he'll secure 47% of the vote. However, Republican candidate Nikki Haley may be able to catch up with the former US president, as she is polling at 34%. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the 2024 US presidential race, saying he could no longer see a clear path to victory, and instead endorsed Trump as president.